Um, I will call things out. Now, I don't like Frankie Rozak, and I don't like his mum either. And I understand that they had a terrible tragedy. Shit. And it didn't cause me to start abusing people that have been good to me, and trying to hurt them and embarrass them and what have you. You are never going to stop me. I will always say what I want to say, and I will always put this channel and the people that are loyal to me in it first. Now, I understand that I'm a celebrity on here now. Who knew? I'm actually speaking with a perfumer at the moment to see about getting some of my natural scent made into perfume, and then I can sell it to people that worship me from afar. We're also thinking of getting some signed postcards, so that people can stick them on their fridge or what, and on maybe, if you want to look a bit like me, you're going to have to start with losing a lot of weight. So yeah, we could maybe put these postcards of me on the fridge. We're also thinking of designing mirrors, so when people look into the mirror, they see my reflection instead of their own. And maybe that'll quell some people's inappropriate and unwanted interest in my good self. What do you think, guys? I think it's a wonderful idea. Well, no, I don't think I'm going to be doing vagina scented candles. Kiss. Now, funny enough, I'm one of these very private people, and I like to keep my vagina very, very private. I don't flash it around. I don't share its favors with many people. I don't talk about it incessantly. Um, I'm very fussy about what type of underwear I wear. And those that have seen it are classy people like myself that don't talk about that type of behavior, vulgar speak, shall we say. They don't talk about that kind of thing. Just been, it actually doesn't, it definitely hasn't. But, even whenever Playboy was offering money to see it, I wasn't one of these flash or gash or flash or snatch type of women. You know what I mean? Like I said many, many times before, I come from an exceptionally good bloodline, and I've got absolutely no intentions whatsoever of letting that bloodline down. So, yes, disclaimer, you see nothing. So I'll say this first and foremost. I wasn't Mary Poppins, not by until my children were a little bit older, so that I wasn't influencing them. So that if they wanted tattoos and piercings, they could make up their own minds instead of seeing it as. So anyway, Saturday night, I decided to say what I want to say. And I really don't give a shit who likes it and who doesn't. That's entirely up to me. And if people want to say that it's bashing, well, they lack the educational qualifications that one has. So it really doesn't matter to me. They're not professors from the university that I went to. They're not teachers from any of the educational facilities that I went to. So it doesn't really bother me. They're not people that I would invite into my home for, move on. But it was constant, oh, I am this uneducated lunatic, Bam, and I want you to take notice of me while I talk nonstop about the Watts story. I don't give a fuck. I don't care. I didn't do it. Wait a wee minute. Let me ask. Flucky, did you murder anyone in 2018? Oh, Flucky said he wasn't born then. Oh, mustn't have been Flucky. Princesses. Princess Lady Women's. Hello, darlings. Hey, girlies. Did you murder anyone in 2018? Did you scamper pamper away to another country called Merca and murder people in Merca? I mean, the girls said they weren't born either. Now, let me ask myself, born either. Now, mirror, mirror on the wall, who's the most gorgeous and sexy of them all? You are, Bam. I know. I've told you, I've got a mirror. Dear sexy bod. That's right. That's exactly what I was doing. Don't think it was any of my responsibility. Hold on. Let's ask Coco Bean. Coco Bean. Bien man. Bien. Aha. The culprit. Coco, did you murder anyone in 2018? In Merca? Did you get on a plane? There wasn't anybody in this house. So I don't care. Now, some people might think that that sounds cold and that sounds harsh. Um, Probably is, because I've never pretended any different to you. And yes, I know that there was children involved, but you know what? They weren't my responsibility. So I am not going to lie to you in here and say, God, I have not. Is the truth. I don't give a fuck because it's nothing to do with me and it's nothing to do with anybody in my family. Now, what we did do online was we tried to be relatively decent, and I thought like 2 years. And because there's been so much interest taken in my children and my private life, what I've said is, each time that someone steps over the line, I don't believe that in the slightest. People, the norm from me. Yeah. I also did my best for my kids nonstop. I wouldn't go out for nights out because of the kids. I wouldn't go on holidays and leave my kids with family and what, because that wouldn't have been fair. And everything I got, it was for the kids. No matter what they wanted, I made sure that they got it. So, that's just some small part. But I'll tell you, some of my kids, now whenever they're talking, they're not talking about what they received for Christmas that year. They're talking about sitting at the table making our own Christmas decorations. They're talking about going out and collecting pine cones and then decorating those pine cones for Christmas trees and what, and making their own Christmas stencils. We also had a little line of kids outside the door that was their school friends whose mummies and daddies wouldn't do that kind of. And that goes for you, Frankie, as well. Now, what I don't like is being threatened. I come from the Shankill Road in Belfast, and it's not a good idea to threaten people from Belfast. People from Belfast kind of take that to heart, and we hold grudges. Yeah, we hold grudges. And your supporters, you need to understand something. People like you do not get to keep company with people like me in reality. You understand? People like me and my family would see right through you straight away. Therefore, now I've had enough of you. I've had enough of you and your mouth online. I've had enough of you using the fact that your sister's case got you the only attention that you're ever going to get in this pittance. Yet you're sitting online e-begging from people, asking them to feel sorry for you because of something that happened almost 5 years ago, and you're depressed and you're this and you're that. Well, so is half the fucking country. All of us are depressed. See, the people that you took money off and won't give it back, they're depressed. They're even more depressed than you because it happened almost 5 years ago, and you're depressed and you're this and you're that. Well, so is half the fucking country. All of us are depressed. See, the people that you took money off and won't give it back, they're depressed. They're even more depressed than you because at least you've got their money. They fucking don't. So you quit lying about our police force, especially my name on the computer. I said, with this call, I said, make sure that you put Frankie Ruzek's name on as well. I said, because he has been defrauding quite a lot of people, I said, and I know at the minute, action fraud, I said, in the serious crime unit are looking into it, where they'll threaten others with the police and bring the police into it in an attempt, to try and intimidate people. I says, is an intimidation a crime? Well, actually, yes, it is. I said, right. I said, so just do me a favor. I said, put my name down on the computer, make sure that it's noted that I've rung you today. I said, because apparently people in Nottingham as well. And there's nothing that I'm doing on here that breaks the law, because unlike you, I respect the law. And unlike you, I respect people's privacy. And unlike you, I don't fraudulently take money from people, lying to them that it's going to be heard in the Old Bailey by December or something back, and you don't give it. That's theft. Do you know that? Thief. A thief. Well, exactly, YouTube lady. But I've got a remedy for that. It's called the FBI. All this kids locked in rooms, thermometers shoved up their arses, licking tables. What the fuck? Yeah. Mm. Mm-hmm. Yep. That's exactly what was happening. That's all we wanted, left alone. You see, I don't suffer from obsessive tendencies, especially towards women on the internet. I just don't. Peaks used them in one of her videos. Mm. Sticking things, trying to stick things up their own arses. I'm telling you, there would have been bloodshed in this house. I would have gone berserk. But they wouldn't need snacks, you see. Do you want me to tell you why? Here's a good secret kiss. Is I actually fed them adequately so that they weren't still hungry at midnight. Yeah. My kids weren't chasing after plates in here, whenever there was anybody round. If I did a buffet, the buffet was on the table. They weren't following plates around like Fluky follows plates around. Fluky sees a snack in your hand, he'll follow you around and trip you up trying to get a crumble of it. Well, the dog does that, but the humans didn't. I'm quite happy with my own life. Except, financial obligations. That's a little bit of a bum ache, but there you go. And all of the education that I tell you is about, that's all true. That's not all made up. That's all true. So I can run this channel quite easily. I don't need. That's right. Yeah. Hey, clown. Yeah, yeah. They were getting things that was used on themselves, trying to stick it up their dolls' backsides too. Yeah, that's right. There's the electric one that they put in your ear. There's no need to be rectally interfering with children for any reason, unless you're putting a suppository up their backside because their temperature is dangerously high and they could. Listen, don't be afraid to give me any of your evil money. I'll very happily take it. Evil or good, it'll all go to the same place. And again, thank you very much, YouTube lady. Go and stick this temperature up your kids' arses. It's not a good idea. And then they're sitting there, pretending that they're better than us. And here's my